I absolutely do care what people think about me. Some girls have crazy eyes. You can spot that. For me, as far as friendship goes, I think you truly get out of it what you put into it. There's nothing I can control about how people see me as a person, but I can control how they think of me as an actor. The only thing fame has changed about me is that I'm more self-aware when I go out in public. Respect the person you're with. My philosophy is, if I'm not happier when I'm with you, then there's no reason for me to be with you. I'm happy on my own. Reed Richards in Fantastic Four, to me, was a huge character departure from, like, that awkward moment or anything that I'd just done before that. People would probably say my mom raised very confident children, but it comes from a place of being comfortable in your own skin. Maybe some people have been turned off of me because I take what I'm doing pretty seriously, and I don't feel the need to charm everybody. Maybe it's because I came from a small town, but I always did well for myself. It's important to have your own voice. It's hard to get to the right position, to be somebody who is commercially successful and critically acclaimed. That's the sweet spot. I'm a pretty strong believer that everything happens for a reason. I'm a pretty light-hearted person. I used to be very vain about my thumbs. I have fat thumbs. If there's a movie where you see me on the phone, it's not my hands. I think about so many actors I look up to and wonder what people were saying about them at the age of 27 or 28. I'm sure it's not all flattering stuff. I still think you shouldn't use acting as therapy. I really consider acting a high art. I played music my whole life, piano, saxophone. I like talking to people. I like a good pool party. Certain times, I'll choose my words very carefully and maybe come off a little more boring. An anonymous person, which is 99% of the people on Twitter, can say my face looks like a foot or I'm Ted Cruz's doppelganger. That doesn't affect me. When I was in middle school, I always did well in school, but teachers either loved me or absolutely hated me. So I just realized I've been peeling bananas wrong my entire life. Thank you, Animal Planet. The makers of 21 and Over have been screening it, and I'm getting a lot of comparisons to a young Vince Vaughn. Naked acrobatics are on my resume. My second-grade teacher told me I would never graduate high school, that I was going to be a juvenile delinquent. My mom is very proud of introducing music to all her kids, but I played in some bad rock bands my junior and senior years of high school. Living in somebody else's pain for an actor, man. It's actually nice when you get to feel that kind of emotion. That's what I like. Just go to a bar, watch football. That's fun to me because I've not gotten to see anything because I've been traveling so much. Playing some shuffleboard and some pool and darts. I like kind of dive bars. In most relationships, Somebody cares about the other one more, and that's usually why you get out of a relationship, because it's not reciprocated. If I don't have a schedule in front of me, I do enjoy sleeping. It's important for your body. I've played drums in bands since I was 16. I've always felt like I can't dance. I'm the first one out on the dance floor. In college I had to take jazz, ballet and tap dancing, but, before that, it was just social. I'm still waiting for my first big Hollywood paycheck. Maybe I'll play a superhero. I used to have a big crush on Andie MacDowell. I think when you're looking for scripts or for characters around your own age, a lot of the times they don't have the kind of responsibility that is usually seen in parts that are older for you. I think my character rallies people together to go out and drink. I think if anybody is making a movie about your life, something pretty incredible had to happen. I think I might do an animated film next. I'm serious. I think girls are surprised when you actually really listen and then you call it back at the end of the night. I start a boxing movie, and that's kind of something I've been able to get to the gym for. It's great anytime you can parallel a skill that your character has. I just think it makes it even more rewarding. I like girls who are cute and naturally funny. As long as they are not too high maintenance, then we're good. I just love the history of acting. It's such a beautiful craft, and you absolutely get out of it what you put into it. I just got an iPhone, which is cool, but I don't download movies, I don't watch Hulu, I don't have Netflix. I don't do any of that. But I do geek out to music. I grew up middle class. My best friends to this day are construction workers or military. I grew up in a very small town in Florida, like 7,000 people. I grew up doing some landscaping and painting houses and that kind of thing. I got into acting my junior year of high school. We got a new hot drama teacher and I was like, alright, I'll try drama. I feel like my body doesn't judge the hours, you know? It doesn't care if it's daytime or nighttime. I drummed in some rock bands. I asked for a drum kit when I was 15 and my parents were kind enough to buy me one, and I just started playing with my buddies who played guitar. I don't trust a girl that doesn't eat. I find that a little sketchy. I always had ambition. I always knew I was going to go to college. I could party and do that stuff. But I always got straight A's and a 4.0 and all that. Honestly, I'm not a big movie buff in general. The only movies I own is probably the Indiana Jones' trilogy. 4 is a powerful figure in literature and physical form. For me, pressure is self-imposed, and it's good for me. The best actors are the most prepared because it's all imaginary and you have to know the character inside out. For me, I still have feelings for all of my ex-girlfriends. In different parts of my life, I would miss that person. There's something that drew me to that person, and I shared something with them. At the end of the day, it's hard to keep relationships with people. I've got my family, my best friends, and if a girl's gonna be a part of that, then it's got to be good. If not, I'm out. As an actor, if you're working, you're usually in three places. You're either prepping something, you're shooting something, or you're post on something or promoting something. Acting doesn't exist in a vacuum. You need the director to have a set of eyes. Absolutely, Rabbit Hole gave me a nice first introduction into film acting. Footloose is a fun movie. If you do it right, people should leave wanting to dance. As a drummer, you can't fake the instrument. A trumpet, you could be blowing air. A person who plays the trumpet could still say, "Oh, those aren't the right hand motions." On drums, you have to actually hit them. You can't fake it.